Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to Hello Peeps 2.0. We're here to do it again. So let's get started, and I'll tell you a few things that I've done. So this is a 5x7 frame, and that's from Magnolia. And then we're going to use the Hello Peeps today. I added beads to the top, and what we're going to do is use 3 different colors of chalk paste, and that is Daffodil, Sugar Plum, and Azure. So as we get started today, what I've done ahead of time is that on the stencil I used my painter's tape just to cover up where the truck is going to be, so that I can get that all taken care of without having it bleed into it. So I've got my paintbrush squeegees, and I've got some other squeegees here, and I'm going to grab a couple more, and we're going to get started. So previous to starting, I did use my tacky towel. That's what this green towel is. This is a tacky towel. And a tacky towel is used to take a little bit of the sticky off of your stencil so that it will not stick to your surface and you won't be able to get it off. Now, we're doing this on wood. The wood has been painted. It has been clear coated with Rust-Oleum 2X clear coat. And what I actually did was I painted the board white again, and then I used my white chalk paste to make this a more rustic look. And what I was doing is I was toning down the brown, because the brown is just so dark, and I didn't want that to be what jumped out at you. I wanted my stencil to jump out at you. So let's get started with that. We're going to start with our Peeps. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a cut-off squeegee. In the beginning, these were gray. Now they're green. But a cut-apart squeegee is a squeegee that's a little bit longer. You could cut it into 3s, 4s, however narrow you want your squeegee to be. So I'm just going to take my Daffodil, and I'm going to go ahead and go down over my bunnies. Get my bunnies done. There we go. How cute are our bunnies? And yes, I went with the traditional yellow bunnies. If you saw the bunny banners yesterday, you'll notice I'm using the same colors, the same beads, the beads I get from Amazon, and that is like super, super great. And that is the place that I get my squeegees. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom here, and I'm going to use Sugar Plum Pink. Hey, Mary. I'm going to use Sugar Plum Pink, and I'm going to just go over my pink. I have been replacing my colors. Oh my gosh, my colors got so bad. I have not been good at keeping up. Chalk paste lasts about 6 months, but here's the tip. Take really good care of your chalk paste. Spritz them with the spritzer once a week. Get it to go? Oh, we did. And then you will be fine. Now, I'm going to take this off, and I'm noticing that I have just a little bit of yellow chalk paste that I did not take off of there. I'm going to get that extra off. Less chance of making a mess. Okay, so we're on to the blue, and what I'm going to do, oops, I'm going to cover my Sugar Plum. Don't you love Sugar Plum? Pink isn't my favorite color. Blue is, and I love this Azure. and the yellow, but these three colors together are just, oh, I love them. I love them, I love them, I love them. So we're going to go ahead and do our truck. And I'm going to start on this edge here where I had done my peeps, and I'm trying really hard not to touch my yellow chalk paste. I don't want a green truck, I want a blue truck. And I'm just going over that edge very carefully. And then I'll pull out and squeegee off the rest of it. So I hope everyone is having a beautiful, oh my gosh, it's Thursday already. The week's almost over. These weeks are flying by, and normally I'd be really upset about that, but I am so happy. I'm so ready for spring. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for sunshine because we're having snow. Oh, it lightened up a little bit, but it is supposed to snow now until, I don't know, I think they said 6 a.m.? I'm not quite sure. So there I've got that done. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my regular squeegee. The truck is larger than the other one, so I'm going to use my small squeegee here. And I'm just going to go, and I'm taking off that excess that I have from my other. Look at these. This is where I'm worried the most. I'm having to be really careful about where I'm going with that. A little bit more chalk paste. I don't know if you've used chalk paste before, but I tell you, you use very little. Now I'm going to come up this way because I'm coming away from my peeps so that I don't get my blue chalk paste into my pink. There we go. I'm just going to take off my excess. And there we go. So we get to peel and review. That's how easy Magnolia is. You just place, paste, you peel. And I did bend over this corner to help me because this 5x7 stencil fits this board exactly. Oopsie, come on. And we're just going to pull that up. And there we have it. Set that over there for now. And there we have it. Our Peeps truck. How cute is that? Oh, I think it's cute, cute, cute. Then what I did is I took my rolls of ribbon, and this pink is a gingham, and I want to say it's an inch wide, and then I've got a plaid. All of this came from either Michael's or Joann's. And when you get into like the Easter eggs and the Easter bunny, remember that seasonal kind of stuff. I'm not sure if you can find it now, but if you can, the best time to buy ribbon is when it's 70 to 90% off. Do you get the best selection? No, but you get more for your money. And if you look at my stash back there, you'll see that I buy a lot of ribbon. Some I've never used. Shh, that's a Kirk secret. We don't tell him. Others, you know, I've used, but I've had for years, and some I just use over and over and over again. I will tell you that my ribbon here, the messy bow, is the easiest. Anybody can do it. And all it is my ribbon, and I use these teeny tiny little clear zip ties to pull them all together, pull that as tight as I can. But as I'm pulling, I'm also pulling apart all of my different ribbons. Oops, that one slipped. I don't think I caught that one in time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue gun, and I want to put a ribbon on it, and I really want to go to my left, but I feel like my right on the front of the truck doesn't. Maybe it's because I'm right-handed and I don't know. But I'm almost feeling like it's too much on that side. You know what? I'm going with it. I just think that it needs it. So I'm going to put down my glue. Come on. And of course, I'm going to grab my little gluey finger thingy here. Let's see if it fit better on this one. And then I'm going to glue down my ribbon, and I'm just going to hold that a second. Yesterday, oh my gosh, burn, 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 burn. And I have it on low, but I'm really liking this new glue gun. It's a Sure Bonder dual temp, and I knew I wanted to get a new one, but I wasn't sure when I was going to be out. My husband and I just happened to be at Walmart, and I'm like, I'm going to check. And then when I found that the glue sticks that come with this, they're the wider glue sticks, but they're for both the high and the low, or to me, hot and not so hot. And oh my gosh, it's perfect. It has a long enough cord. It does what I need it to do, and I'm really, really happy with that. So while I'm waiting for my paste to dry and for this to dry, I want to tell you about an event that Magnolia Design Co. is having tonight. On the Magnolia Design Co. Facebook page at 7 p.m. Central Time, they are having a Discover, here I'm fumbling over my words, Discover Magnolia Design Co. event. It's about a half an hour long, and Kathy, who's our vice president, will come on and tell you all about Magnolia Design Co. There's also usually, I don't know who the creator is, but the creator will come on, a creator will come on and talk about their experience. But you learn so much more about what Magnolia is about and what people have done with it. I mean, many people are crafters. They want to craft, and they want to craft with a discount. So they join because they want a discount. Some people would call that a kicknapper, but that's fine. And others want to build small teams. Some people want to open their own businesses, have their own shops, and all of that is possible. But Kathleen talks about all of that. But I think the biggest thing is when you join, you do get that creator discount. And so that's for everything that we have in the catalog and for Craft Club. So it's a pretty good deal. I love it. I'm having fun. So I think, yep, we're not moving here. So since we're dry enough here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue gun again, and for fear of burning myself, I'm going to put some glue right on top. Move this back. Right on top of my ribbon. And then I am a lover of the flat back buttons, and so these are all Easter that came in a bag. Guess where I got them? Amazon, right? And so they're just cute little things, and this one happens to be an Easter basket, and I thought, well, my ribbon has Easter eggs and it has bunnies, and I have bunnies here. I need a basket. And so I'm just going to stick my basket right on there. And what this is doing is it's not only covering the center of the ribbon so that it covers my my clear zip tie, but it also is covering a little bit of a tail that I have from my zip tie as well. And so what happens is it angles a little bit, and I really like that. So if you've been liking what you've been seeing on my page, invite a friend, tag them, tell them, come on over, let's have some fun together and craft. I usually try to go live about 5 times a week, and sometimes things happen and we have to cancel or we have to postpone it until later in the day or I have to go on earlier, but that's just, life happens, you know, between grandchildren and appointments and clubs and anything else that you're involved in. Working. I happen to be retired, but yes, working. Those all are reasons why we get so busy. But I tell you, taking the time to craft and just being in a place where you're by yourself and you can just do your thing. And you either love it, sometimes you hate it, sometimes you're just playing around and experimenting, and an experiment turns out, whoa, and other times experiments turn out, blah. And that, I mean, that's just part of crafting. And I have a lot of crafters on my team. I have some who are crafters, and they take their things to craft shows, but that's all that they do. So, without any more delay, here we go. And how cute is that little sign? Just fun, fun, fun. Use the same colors as yesterday's banner. I don't know if you can see the banner behind me. I can't remember where I put it. No, I think it's up on a shelf that you can't see. But there you go. Easy peasy. And this particular one is something that I just was, inspired by the stencil and decided to do it my way. And that's what creators do. They create things their own way. There's no set of rules, and there's just, you do what you want to do. I mean, we do have some regulations that we follow, but what I love is I can just craft, and I can be just a crafter if I want. And I shouldn't say just a crafter, because I think crafters are wonderful. But I can have fun, and I don't have any minimum monthly quotas. Excuse me. Oh, my heater's on 86. That's too warm. But with no monthly minimum, you don't have to build a team. You don't have to beg friends to buy from you. You can just have absolutely fun and just make beautiful projects. So until, let's say, Friday's tomorrow. So until tomorrow, and behind the scenes, oh my gosh, I'm painting up a storm. I have found surfaces. I have lots of things from Dollar Tree, all kinds of things coming up in the next few weeks, and we're just going to have a blast creating together. So until next time, happy crafting.